you're charged with a retail fraud in the second degree at Walmart, where most of them happen. That's alleged to have occurred on March 20th of 2023. They allege that you tried to push a cart out with $522 worth of merchandise and that you have previous retail frauds. So they requested actually a felony warrant, but the prosecutor authorized it as a retail fraud second. Mr. Paul Gibson is here with you. Mr. Gibson, it says here she's going to plead to retail fraud second.
Yes, that's my understanding.
Is that correct, Ms. Holtz?
Yeah.
You're just going to tell me what happened? Well, don't tell me yet, but you are?
Yes.
All right. Anybody threaten you to get you to do that?
No.
Promise you anything?
No.
All right. Tell me what happened.
I entered into the store and was gonna do some shopping. And I walked around for a while looking at stuff. And I grabbed printer paper and some printer ink and went over towards the clothes. Think I had one of my absent seizures. Sometime during that whole thing. Thought I had put the stuff back. I went to walk out the store and the buzzer went off. The gentleman had seen that the printer paper was on the bottom of the cart. So gave that back to him and proceeded to walk out.
What else was in there?
There was a bag of empty makeup packages that an old roommate had in my stuff. They're claiming that I had stole all of that.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to get more information here. There's also video. You have a medical appointment this morning. What's going on with you?
I had surgery on my foot. They pulled a cyst out and I had a couple of bone spurs that was grinded down. And I think this morning during the time that I was getting around to come here, I think I pulled a couple of the stitches and I've been feeling blood coming through.
All right, we'll get you out of here. I'm gonna get a pre-sentence investigation. You got a compulsion regarding this, and you gave me enough for the plea, but not really come completely clean. Are you still living in Mendon
Yes,
and you're off work?
yes.
I want to know what else was in the cart and I'll get more information. If people are stealing lunch meat and bread and laundry detergent and that sort of thing, that's because they don't have much money. People are stealing things that can be sold, like electronic devices or that sort of thing. It tells me there's something else going on. I'm gonna get a pre-sentence report. I'm gonna set the sentence for January. I think that was the 11th. January isn't very far apart. January 8th. Does that work for you, Mr. Gibson?
January 8th, I don't have my calendar with me, so
10:30.
I'll just, I'd let the court know if for some reason it doesn't, but it should, January 8th at 10:30.
Yes.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna get a whole pre-sentence report. So you go out to the counter and then when they're done with you, you'll be free to go to your appointment.
Are they gonna give her a notice?
Yes.
Oh, okay, they're gonna give you a note, okay. Okay, is this hers then?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
She was present while we went through the rights a couple of times. Garrett Eads. Good morning, sir. You Garrett Eads?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Eads, you got charged with driving with a suspended license. I think this is in Three Rivers. Let me get to it. It allegedly occurred on October 4th, 2023 at 4:30 in the afternoon near Skidmore Park. Vehicle unsafe, smoking and overheating. And there you were. And your license was suspended at that time. It's actually revoked. Are you going to plead to that charge?
Yes, sir.
Anybody threaten you to get you to plead to that
No,
or promise you anything?
no.
Where were you going?
I just come from Myers from getting my grandma produce.
And what happened? Your car started
You
overheating?
got a little pinhole in it. It's at the bottom of the radiator. That's why it was smoking. So I pulled in there for a minute and I was metal detecting. Then I got back in the car and I shut the door and was sitting there.
Metal detecting at the park?
Yeah,
Did you find anything?
no. Sometimes.
That park's been gone over extensively, so anything you find would be new, I guess. So did you fall asleep in the car then?
I was just sitting there. I was waiting for it to actually, I just turned on the AC. It was the last day. It was 90 degrees. That's why I was sweating.
It wasn't that hot, but that day, October 4th, was one of the last. I went for a boat ride that night, so. All right. Well, you got a lot of baggage here. You've been revoked for some time, so going to get your grandma produce isn't a reason. But you haven't been here in a while, I don't think. Yeah, since 2015. All right, there is a presumption that you will get a fine only. That's according to the legislature. That's not always what happens. But I'm gonna get, are you working somewhere?
Nope, can't get back and forth.
Um, when did you last work?
It's been about 10 years.
Well, you could stop driving, so you keep sabotaging your chances. The problem is you got a lot of alcohol baggage and it's hard to get your license restored. You could also move somewhere closer to work or find somewhere, but I'm gonna do $100 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, $50 state minimum fee, and $150 attorney fee. The total is $375. You need a payment plan for that?
Yeah, please.
You said that as if though it's somebody else's fault. Other than you made a bunch of bad choices earlier in life, which are carrying you around. I'd like to see you get out of that death spiral. No additional jail. Plead at DWLS. How'd you get here this morning?
My father.
Very good. All right, bailiffs will take you out there. You can set up a payment plan. I'd like at least $50 a month. Robert Slocum. Oh, that's the last pretrial. Aubrey Miller is the last pretrial.